Well, I finally decided to do it. Welcome to the first video for the My Slice of Eden channel. And without further ado, here's my slice of Eden. Yeah, it's not much, but it's what I got. It's what I'm working with currently. So, you may be wondering what this channel is going to be about. There are plenty of YouTube channels out there, many on gardening, many on preparedness, many on faith, and this channel is going to be a combination of those and maybe some other things. It's not so I can get famous or anything. I don't think that'll ever happen. It's more of I wanted to document a journey that we've been on for some time, and a journey that I hope will continue for many more years. My name is Mark, and my family and I live in Virginia right now. It's not going to be our permanent residence. We're hoping to go back to the Midwest at some point, but I wanted to start a channel so that I could kind of document our journey from here to wherever we end up. We are Navy right now. My wife is Navy, I should say. She's in the Navy. And we have 2 young children, Ezra and Tala. And this is where we're at. If you'd asked me a few years ago, dude, I think I was ever going to be a stay-at-home dad and garden most of my day, I could honestly tell you, no, I did not think that. But it's actually something that I've really come to enjoy, and so I wanted to make a channel about it and my experiences. I promise you, I am not a first-rate gardener. In fact, there's probably a lot of learning I still have to do, and there's probably a lot of mistakes I've already made. But as with all things, you have to do it to actually learn it. So, I'm in the active stage of doing it and learning it through blood, sweat, and tears, right? Trial and error. And trust me, I have made many errors in my limited gardening experience. But yeah, that's what this channel is mainly going to be about, is about gardening. The other aspects of it, faith and family, will be peppered in here and there. I know not a lot of people like to, openly talk about faith a lot. We are Christian, and well, I'll talk more about the faith stuff later. But yeah, so this channel will also be about preparedness. We do a lot of food storage stuff, and kind of our experiences on learning how to can, and having a freeze dryer very soon. Like, it's ordered and it's on the way. Eventually it'll get here. But with all the craziness in the world right now, the slowdowns and the shortages and the supply chain issues, it's an interesting time to be alive. It is an interesting time to be alive. So yeah, we'll talk about, those will be learning experiences for me, and it'll again be part of the adventure and part of the journey. When I used to drive semis, I had an opportunity to travel all around the lower 48, so the 48 states, and I'm actually really pleased to say I've pretty much been in every state in the US besides Alaska. Ask me how I got to Hawaii in a truck. I didn't. That was a family vacation, but Alaska is the last frontier for me, so someday I'd like to take my wife up there and travel around and see what's up there to see. But I did get a chance to basically be in every state in the lower 48, either driven through or stepped in. I've been through all of them. And while I was driving, I got a chance to really think about what I wanted to do, when I grew up, got older, where we wanted to settle down. when I first started driving, I hadn't met my wife yet, so you know, those plans were kind of nebulous as to, okay, get married and start a family, and then where do you want to start the family at, you know? And I have a pretty good idea of where we want to go from here. um, you know, I'm a big fan of Oklahoma. I like that area. I like the Midwest. I like the Ozark Mountain Range, and so I'm kind of looking in the Ozarks region to where we want to end up, and hopefully someday these videos will be in that locale. Um, but you know, I got to see all the different states, you know, from all the way up to like New York and Maine, all the way down to Florida and Texas, and you know, in the Great Lakes with Ohio, Wisconsin, and even California. Thought about it slightly. It's beautiful there. Just don't really like the politics. But you know, in that time of driving around, I got a chance to kind of look and see what I wanted to do and where I wanted to be. And after I got married, and you know, with some introspection and thought, I kind of decided, hey, I think homesteading's what I want to do. And never in my life did I ever think I wanted to be a homesteader before that. You know, like, I enjoyed growing the odd tomato plant here and there, you know, and I even had chickens for a while, both before my wife and for a short time. You know, here in Virginia we had chickens when we owned our own house for a few years, before we decided to sell because of the extremely good prices and move into base housing, which is where we're at now. And I really enjoyed the chickens. That was actually probably some of the funnest time I've had in my gardening experiences, raising chickens. And unfortunately we can't do that right now here, so I'm looking forward to the day where I can raise chickens again. You know, I'm looking forward to the day where I can raise sheep. I've actually really interested in doing, you know, some animal husbandry with sheep and cows and chickens. So that's kind of the journey that I'm looking forward to, is the journey of gardening here and learning while I can, you know. Be prepared. And you know, our life journey in all these different aspects. So anyways, I think I've yabbered on enough. But if you are watching these videos, I'd like to thank you, and you know, buckle in and let's go for the ride, right? A lot of these videos are going to be garden walkthroughs. There'll be probably a few videos on the faith aspect, you know, where we currently are in faith, at least in our family. And a lot of videos will probably be family stuff, you know, sprinkled in. But anyways, again, I'd like to thank you for watching, and welcome to our little Eden. And I hope you guys will have a chance to make your own little slices of Eden as well. Shalom.